Welcome to Believers IS. Today's topic is NATO. So before going into the topic, I just want to give you a brief history about NATO. So as we know that the world has witnessed two horrific world wars, and the last world war, which is World War II, ended when US dropped nuclear bombs on Japan. So after that, we have seen that no two big countries like be it USA, Russia, China has gone on direct confrontation with each other. So after World War II, we saw the beginning of Cold War. During this Cold War, NATO was formed, and as the world was divided between two heads, one, the liberal Western countries headed by USA, and the second one, the Eastern Soviet countries or the communist countries headed by Soviet Union. So it was during or after, we can say, World War II basically, NATO was formed, and similarly Warsaw Pact, which was formed as a contemporary or counterpart of this NATO. So let's see what this NATO is. NATO, also called North Atlantic Alliance, is an intergovernmental military alliance. This is important, of 31 members, where 29 are from EU and 2 are North Americans. It was established on 4th April 1949. NATO is a collective security system. That is, its independent member states agree to defend each other against attack by third parties. So if any country attacks a single member of NATO, so the whole NATO member will go defend that country, or even they can wage war against the country who has attacked the NATO members. So it was formed during the Cold War, operated as a check on the threat posed by Soviet Union. Till now, we see that the alliance has remained in place even after the dissolution of Soviet Union and the Warsaw Pact. But when the Cold War ended, it was mutually decided that NATO will not expand. So, but we have seen that Finland has already become a member, and Sweden is also anticipated to become the 32nd member. So NATO's main headquarters are located in Brussels, Belgium, while military headquarters is in Mons, Belgium. So you can see here, this represents the NATO country, and you can see these are the Mediterranean dialogue partners. These are Istanbul cooperative initiatives, and the green represents the global partners. See here, Pakistan is also a global partner. So what is the relevance of NATO in 21st century? Article 5 of this treaty says that member states to come to the aid of any member state subjected to an armed attack was invoked for the first time during September 11 or 9/11 attack. So what were the early operations which NATO has taken? First was Bosnia and Herzegovina intervention, which was a result of breakup of Yugoslavia. Then Kosovo intervention, war in Afghanistan, Gulf of Aden anti-piracy, Libya intervention. It has been agreed that the member countries are supposed to spend around 2% of their GDP for the NATO. But recently, you can see the defense, Michel Fallon suggested that this should be increased to 2.5% of GDP on defense budget. This is NATO and the Russian invasion of Ukraine. We know that Russia has invaded Ukraine. There are many reasons why the Russians have invaded Ukraine. But Ukraine has been asking the NATO and especially particularly USA to come in aid to help Ukrainians. So the UK, country like UK, US have provided a lot of funds, grants, arms and ammunitions to Ukraine. But NATO is reluctant to include Ukraine in NATO. Why? Because if Ukraine becomes a member of NATO, it will be a direct war on Russia, which US doesn't want to do it. So this is the history of Ukraine, what's happening there. So we have seen that already Finland has got the membership, but for Sweden there's an objection from Turkey and Hungary. Turkey recently has given a green signal, but Hungary is still, thinking about it. So NATO is an important topic for paper 2 and even for prelims. So this is it for today. Thank you. And please do subscribe to our channel and do share the video if you like it. Thank you.